Welcome to Crime Insights, where you get the latest news update.
Yo, why LJ's not answering? What's going on?
So we're gonna be covering the story of Lennon Latham, an 18-year-old who left his home with his best friend and never returned home. And he was found 2 days later, drowned in a lake. So I have decided to do this video update because I can still see that Lennon still has not gotten the justice that he deserves. So guys, what the mother has to say.
I'm a monster. I'm a freak.
So, everyone has been asking me what happened to LJ. I still don't believe what I was told happened to my son, because it doesn't make sense. I was told that, according to the autopsy, that my son drowned. Accidental drowning. How does a kid that is an amazing swimmer drowns accidentally? I don't understand that. Makes no sense. I'm still trying to process it. This shit don't make no sense. My son's been swimming since he was 2 years old. Diver. I wasn't able to talk about this for a very long time. I'm so bothered. I am so bothered. It eats me up inside. My son left home with Jalen Jameson, his best friend. His so-called best friend went to a park, Vizcaya Park, and then all of a sudden my son got upset about something on his phone and got out of the car. Y'all want to know the truth? Let me tell you the truth, because it doesn't add up. My son got out the car, supposedly, and left his phones, supposedly. And Jalen claimed he was looking for my child. A very lighted area, right next to Vizcaya. This ain't the hood. We don't live in the hood. I looked at the time, and it's 11:30. LJ knows he has to get home before midnight. 12 o'clock comes. No LJ. I said, this don't make no sense. It didn't make no sense. So I texted him. I said, yo, where are you? No response. 12:15, I was like, yo, what's going on? Nothing from my child. So I text his friend, Jalen Jameson, who told me LJ was in the bathroom and his phone was dead. And I said to him, don't lie to me. We live in the same complex. So then I went to LJ's location on his phone, because he always turned it on. That's how good my child was. And I saw the car moving from Vizcaya and coming down Flamingo and coming home. So I watched it. My mind says, screen record this car moving. I don't know why I did that. I screen record the car coming from the location on LJ's phone. The car came in. The car didn't turn to come to my house. The car went to Jalen's house. And in my mind, I'm like, okay. I waited. LJ still didn't come. Call his phone, nothing. So I said, something don't feel right. Maternal instincts, ladies, fathers, mothers, go with your gut feeling. Don't ever second guess it. I jumped out of bed and I jumped in the car. You won't believe when I got to where the car was, it was in front of Jalen's house. Parked up, lights off, everybody gone to bed. So I'm in my mind, they want me to think that my son is in there and I should go home, right? So I started calling again. Nothing. Then I text the boy. Yo, why LJ's not answering? What's going on? Then he tells me they were at the park and LJ got out of the car and he was looking for me, don't know where he went. I said, what? I immediately went straight to the park and started looking for my son and called the police. Called everybody I knew. And they started looking for my son. You know what's the worst part about this? This kid, Jalen Jameson, went and got his parents. His parents went with him to go look for my child. Nobody called me. Nobody came knocking on my door. Nothing. Nothing. You made me wonder why you as parents did not pick up the phone and call me. I didn't even get to see my child. You as parents know this, went to help your child look for my son, did not call me, didn't even call the cops till after I called the cops. Huh? Who are you? What kind of human being are you? These people have not even come by and said sorry or give their condolences or anything. This little kid that used to eat at my house, go on vacation with us, I fed him like my own, have not even showed up and tell me what happened to my son. Y'all imagine my pain and my anger? Can you even imagine how I feel? It's just the grace of God that's keeping me. I swear to God. And that little boy named Asher. That little boy named Asher. He's the reason why I'm still breathing. Him and my daughter. They are the only reason. They are the only reason. Only reason. And you're gonna say my son drowned? Make it make sense. And as parents, you didn't think to come call me? And that little kid, you didn't think to call the cops when LJ supposedly went missing? Huh? You know what? My hands are clean. I have to live with my child being dead. I hope they can live. I hope they can sleep, because I pray to God that the pain that they have caused me and my family will multiply. I pray everything they do will be cut off. I pray everything that they touch will perish. Because I'm a child of God. And so is my child. I didn't deserve this. My child was getting ready to go to college. He had dreams, he had goals, he had aspirations. All gone, all taken. I couldn't even have an open casket with my child. I didn't even get to see him. The only memory I have of LJ, that Tuesday night, he kissed me on my forehead, like he always does, and he tells me he loves me. Kiss Asher. He told him he loved him, and I'll see you later, my youth. That later never came. He never came back. He never
LJ's family held a touching funeral where his friends and loved ones came to honor his life.
I did this for my son. I don't know where I get the strength from. But when I'm weak, he makes me strong. When I'm sad, he makes me happy. That was my best friend. He was my first love. He taught me how to be a mother. He taught me to be selfless. He taught me to be courageous. And he always has my back. I thank you all for being here to celebrate who he was. I love the phrase his colleagues coined, "Long live LJ." He may be dead, but he's forever in our hearts. And now I have to pay it forward. Whatever you guys do, tomorrow isn't promised. My last interaction with my son, like every other, he hugs me. He says, "Ma, I'll be right back. I love you." And he always kisses me on my forehead. And that was the last time I saw my son. And he turns to Asher. He says, "My youth, everything I go, Chris. I love you." Thank you all.
LJ came from a lot of things. He came from two beautiful parents, one coming from a beautiful island, the other coming from this American soil. He came from being known as a Silver Cap kid. He came from eating oxtail and ackee from the comfort of a gated home. He came from learning patois and turning it into his own, from being raised in America but knowing his true roots. He came from knowing South Florida, a place that never makes you leave your Caribbean side. He came from finding comfort in Netflix original and Adult Swim. He came from the melody of Brent Faiyaz to the soul of 2, 3 to having dreams that are so high they touch the clouds in the sky. So he chose a plane to fly to see them pass by. He had a passion for planes that you can imagine that will form the type of reaction you could only get from something you truly love. To Boken almost every day, so no pain, no gain, even though he always had a smile on his face. From going to church, hearing Negro soul, from gospel songs, from still living life to the fullest, disregarding life's empty moments. To being the first for everyone. First son, first love, first student, first friend. Him in Geneva being the first to pay for me to write poetry for them. He came from knowing he got people that love him and care about him and wishes he was still here. Thank you.
It's weird because I was just looking at him the other day in class. I was looking at his hair. He was on his phone. He was always in a good mood. He was always smiling, telling jokes. If you know, he was always by the bus loop with Brian. Always trying to speak patois, as someone else said before. And I'm gonna miss him. It's still not real to me. I still can't process it yet, that he's not here. In my head, he's just somewhere, I don't know where, he's just not here. And it's sad to see that his seat in class is now empty, that he's not gonna be there anymore, and he's not gonna bother me as I'm doing my work or hit me in the back of my head with the laptop and call me L-Mans anymore. So, thank you.
You created a human, you created an amazing human being. Like, he was a very good child. A very, very good child. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. I know he's watching over us. I told myself I wasn't gonna come here, but I think that's what LJ would want, to see me here for the first time. Even though he's not here physically, I know he's here right now, seeing everyone and, thanking y'all for coming here and supporting him.
What's going on, Dad? This is LJ. This is Wednesday at 12:03 p.m. Just want to say thanks, man, for being the best dad you can be. Oh my God, I'm a monster. I'm a freak. I'm so cute. I look huge, but I just gotta pump in. But Dad, I really do want to thank you, man. All jokes aside, I want to thank you for being the best dad you could ever be, man. The best dad I could ever ask for. I want to thank you for everything you've done for me, man. Right or wrong, good or bad, you're always by my side. I really do appreciate you for taking me on my first flight, man. I just fell in love with flying. Since then, thank you for being there for me, like I said. Always teaching me new things, sitting down with me when we're sitting down at the lunch table or at the gaming desk. You always try to teach me new things, man. And then I know you don't try to be hard on me, man. You always try to teach me responsibility, value, and you just try to make me a better person. So I really do appreciate that, It's the little things that you do, everything, man, that just makes everyone's day better. Ask us how we're doing or sit down, give us a few, facts or tell us something, man. It's just, everything is such a good time with you, Dad. There's never a bad time with you, man. Honest to God, there's never a bad time with you, man. I rarely see you mad. I never see you curse, man. You always just give a very good example to everybody. You're very humble, very smart, And you like what I like. You like airplanes. I like airplanes. You like cars. I like cars. So, everything really works out. I'm glad our bond got tighter over these years, man. Like I said, don't want to take too much of your time. Sorry being a minute right now. But, I really do appreciate you, Dad. Honest to God. Don't really tell you this enough, but I love you, Dad. I really do love you, man. And I thank you for everything you do for me, man. And, yeah, man. It's 12 o'clock. Just got this sick pumping. About to go to bed. About to go, probably gonna go to sleep now. Just got out Call of Duty. I just stay up all night being the bone at Call of Duty. But yeah, Dad, I really do appreciate you, man. I love you to death, Dad. Thank you so much for everything you've done for me, man. All right, see ya. We don't want to be a bonehead.
What happened to LJ was truly a tragedy. Guys, please share so that LJ case will not go cold.
Tell me what y'all thinking. Y'all think his best friend killed him and tried to cover it up? Or do you think it was truly an accident? Like, share, and follow for more content.